Breaking news right now. We know a well-known immigrant rights activist has been taken into ICE custody. I'm Jordan Chavez.
And I'm Corey Rose. Jeanette Vizguerra was detained yesterday in the parking lot of her job. Jeanette spent nearly 3 years taking refuge in a Denver church to shield herself from deportation. She also spent years creating a network of sanctuary churches here in the state. Her daughter says she is now being held at a facility in Aurora. We have a crew heading to the detention facility right now where her friends and family are rallying for her release. Once our crew gets there, we'll check in with them with an update. For now, let's get a check of the forecast with senior meteorologist Chris Bianchi.
All right, thanks, Corey. And it's going to be a busy weather day with high fire danger through the day today. Then tonight, we are going to be talking about a sharp cold front that moves through and the potential for some snow for us here in Denver. Right now, low 50s for us, generally on the calm side, but that wind will pick up as we head through the morning. Could be talking about some 40, 50 mile an hour gusts as we head through the day today. Warm, dry air mass, which means high fire danger once again from Denver on south and east. That red flag warning, that fire danger warning goes into effect at about 10 a.m. this morning, runs through most of the afternoon. Start to see some snow spread its way into the mountains. That snow in the mountains will be around most of the day today. But as I mentioned, that front across eastern Colorado doesn't reach us until about 3 to 6 p.m. this afternoon and tonight. And behind it, we could see some snow. I'll have details on how much snow and a look at just how sharp that temperature drop will be this evening coming up in my full forecast. Erica?
All right, Chris, thank you so much. We do want to show you the drive out here. Live look from CDOT where things are easing a little bit on that southbound side of 225, that top left corner camera. Here at Parker Road, when we last checked in, we were seeing just a whole lot of red, a lot of brake lights, but that has dissipated a bit. 270 in Vasquez, we do have westbound delays. Lanes headed away from us there. I-25 this morning and 20th Avenue. We had reports of a crash around the Colfax area, so I was trying to find it from our cameras here. This is a look at Commerce City delays this morning along 76 westbound and 96th Avenue. Let's bring you over now to our map this morning. We've got a new crash on that eastbound side of 6th Avenue here at Federal, so we're slowing into Lakewood this morning. We also have a northbound I-25 crash. Looks like it's about clear. The one at Colfax is a little bit of lingering delays just behind it. I-25 travel times not terrible, 15 to 18 minutes both directions is what we're looking at for your downtown to DTC drive. Not a bad look at southbound I-25 for your North Glen, between North Glen and Thornton headed down toward 84th. Just a little bit of stop and go.
Erica, thank you. This morning, we're working to get answers for you about a shelter-in-place order in Loveland late last night. We're relying on information from a post on X from the Loveland Police Department right now. Just before 9:40 last night, Loveland police warned of heavy police activity near the Walmart off of Denver Avenue and Eisenhower Boulevard. Police said they were helping out Colorado State Patrol with a suspect who ran off on foot during a traffic stop. Police asked anyone living nearby to lock their doors and their windows. Loveland police lifted that shelter-in-place order around 11:35. We still have a few questions about what happened, like why CSP stopped the suspect in the first place, if they caught them, and what charges they might be facing. We're working to get answers for you right now. Once we learn more, we'll pass it along.
Developing this morning, South Adams Fire is looking into what caused a structure fire overnight. Just before 10 p.m. last night, officials responded to a fire at the Bison Grill of the Buffalo Run Golf Course in Commerce City. When crews arrived on scene, they saw the fire at the entrance of the grill. Crews were able to quickly extinguish the fire. No one was hurt. Now the crews are looking into what sparked this fire.
While you were sleeping, Denver City Council is moving forward with their plan to rebrand the 16th Street Mall.
That's right. City Council is hopeful that this rebrand will attract more people. 9 News reporter Brianna Fernandez is in Denver this morning.
The city plans to add live music event plus extra security to make sure people feel safe along 16th Street Mall and also cover those empty storefronts with art. Now we know City Council is hopeful this $1.9 million rebrand project will attract more people to the area. The challenge here, you guys, is that 16th Street Mall has been known to have issues when it comes to crime, tons of vacant storefronts. Plus, you can't forget the long-term construction that we've noticed here that has filled the area with fences and construction equipment as well. The city says the mall experienced a 35% decrease in property and sales tax revenue since the start of the pandemic. That cost the city $45 million. City council members voted 10-3 late last night. Now, while some council members had concerns about the rebrand project, others say this rebrand is vital.
I believe downtown's economic strength helps the entire city.
In the budget environment that we're in and that we're going into, I don't feel like this is this is a use of funds that that I can vote yes on tonight, not for any lack of excitement about the revitalized 16th Street Mall. It's just a matter of priorities.
Now, the rebrand project will start as soon as the construction that you see over my shoulder wraps up and fully reopens later this summer. For now, I'm here in Denver. Brianna Fernandez for 9 News.
Brianna, thank you. Today, a fire station in Aurora that's been around for decades is set to be demolished. Fire Station 9 is on East Mexico Avenue near 225. It was built in 1979. The fire department says it is showing signs of structural issues with cracks and gaps between walls and floors. The demolition will make room for the construction of a new 2-story building. It will have 11 dorm rooms, 8 bathrooms, along with a kitchen, offices, and a gym. The demolition and construction costs are estimated at more than $9 million. The fire department says much of it will be paid for through the American Rescue Plan Act funding.
Well, today people are now allowed to go boating in the Chatfield Reservoir, and if you plan on going out, you're going to need to get your boat inspected and make sure that your boat registration is current. A reminder, fees for single-day passes for Chatfield State Park went up by $2 at the start of the year. It is now $12.
Right now, 2 astronauts who have been stuck on the International Space Station since last summer are finally on their way back home. Butch Wilmore and Sonny Williams were supposed to be gone for a little more than a week when they arrived at the ISS last June, but their mission turned into a 9-month stay after NASA deemed it unsafe to return on the aircraft. The astronauts replacing Wilmore and Williams, including Woodland Park native Nicole Ayers, arrived at the ISS over the weekend. Now they're handing over the duties, and the 2 are expected to splash back down off the Florida coast later today.
New this morning, astronomers have uncovered new evidence of tiny planets orbiting Barnard's star, the nearest single star system to Earth. The 4 planets are classified as sub-Earths. Each one is roughly 20 to 30% of the mass of the Earth, according to the new research. Well, the planets are so close to the star that they're likely too hot to support life. A team at the University of Chicago conducted this study. The author said that this is an exciting find because Barnard's star is our cosmic neighbor, yet we know very little about it.
We go back now to that breaking news. A well-known immigrant rights activist has been taken into ICE custody.
Our Brianna Fernandez is live outside the ICE detention facility in Aurora. Brianna, what do we know so far this morning?
Yeah, good morning, guys. So we know that there's protesters who have been here all night, well into the morning, outside of this detention facility in Aurora. I'm going to step out of the way just so you guys can see the protesters here outside. So we know that these protesters are making their voices heard and waiting for Jeanette Vizguerra's release. Some of those people out here include her kids and her family. And here's what we know from the family. I'm going to show you guys some video also if we can pull that up. So Jeanette, originally from Mexico, was taken by federal agents Monday morning right outside in the parking lot of where she works. She has been a leading voice for the immigrant community for years. Janet spent 3 years taking refuge in Denver Church to shield herself from deportation. So she also spent years creating a network of sanctuary churches here in the state. She's also been very, very outspoken about the changes on the immigration policy by the Trump administration, including ICE arrests in locations like schools and churches. So back out here live, people plan to be here until they figure out exactly what is going on. Now, it's unclear exactly when Jeanette will be deported, if that's going to happen today. Still a lot of questions. Of course, we are pushing for those answers. For now, I'm live here in Aurora. Brianna Fernandez for 9 News.
Yeah, there's still a lot to be learned about this story. Brianna, we know you're going to stay on top of all of this out there. We appreciate your reporting. Thank you.
We'll be right back.